Hello, darlings. Welcome one and all to Musey's Modern Dreadfuls for fans of the eerie, spooky, macabre, also known as macabre, and fans of anything that goes bump in the night. Tonight, I have another story for you, so kick back, get comfy, and away we go. I Saw Something Horrifying at Wendy's by blairdaniels. Have you ever seen someone fill their cup with soda first and then put ice in it? It happened twice yesterday. I was having lunch at Wendy's and watched in horror as a middle-aged woman went up, filled her drink to the brim with lemonade, and then put ice in. She seemed shocked when the lemonade splashed all over her arm. I continued eating my sandwich, laughing to myself. But then the same thing happened not a minute later. Her husband, a gray-haired man wearing shorts despite the cold weather, went up to the machine and filled his cup with Coke, then pressed the ice. Splash! He yelped as Coke splashed all over his shirt. What are these people, crazy? I shook my head, biting back laughter. I watched as the man took a seat next to his wife and pulled out his fries. Let's hope he eats properly. Jeez. But he didn't. He plucked out a French fry, dipped it in ketchup, and stuck the other end into his mouth. Wait, what? I watched in horror as he repeated the process. He dipped the half-eaten fry in ketchup, the same end he dipped before, and then took another bite from the plain side. His eyes met mine. I quickly tore my gaze away and pretended to stare at my chicken sandwich. I took a few bites, checked my email, and then got up to refill my soda. I glanced over at the man. He was still staring at me. I walked up to the machine, keeping my eyes locked on the soda. I filled my cup with ice first, like a normal person, and then filled it with Dr. Pepper. But the entire time I felt him watching me. I finally turned around and walked back to the table. As I did, my eyes fell on the wife. She was eating her burger upside down. The sesame seed top bun was pointing downwards as she brought the burger to her mouth for a bite, and her husband was still staring at me. Okay, so they eat weirdly. No big deal, right? I mean, I make peanut butter and honey sandwiches, and I've put ketchup on a salad a few times. But I couldn't shake the unsettled feeling in my gut. I finished eating, took my empty tray to the garbage, and dumped everything in. I glanced back. The couple was no longer looking at me, thank goodness. They were just munching away, both on the same side of the four-seater table, staring at their food. I walked down the narrow hall to the bathroom, but as soon as I clicked the lock shut on the stall door, I heard the loud creak of the door opening, then footsteps. My heart plummeted as I saw legs under the stall door, bare legs despite the cold weather. It was him. I was sure of it. The shorts-wearing, ice-first, weird ketchup application man. "Where are you, damn it?" he shouted, his voice echoing in the bathroom. My blood ran cold. I clamped a hand over my mouth, trying to muffle my ragged breathing. I glanced at the stall door. It looked flimsy enough to kick in. Through the gap between the door and the stall, I saw the sliver of the man. Gray hair, black shirt, khaki shorts. It was undoubtedly him. He stood still, then slowly took a step. "I know you can hear me," he shouted. Every muscle was paralyzed. "He's going to kill me or mug me. I never should have looked, never should have stared." The crackle of static filled the bathroom. "I can hear you," a voice said through an unseen speaker. Relief flooded me. "Oh, he's on the phone. Thank goodness. Sam and I are in position. We're gonna start in 1 minute. Be ready," he responded. A horrible tearing sound filled the bathroom. With a wet splat, the skin on his legs slowly wrinkled and warped, then cascaded to the ground. Nausea leapt into my throat, and I cupped a hand over my mouth, resisting the urge to vomit. At first, I thought he'd somehow shed his skin and muscle, and just bones were left. But somehow, it was worse than that. So much worse. The white, bone-like legs stepped out of the skin, pulled at the floor, revealing long feet that ended in pointed black nails. The thing stepped toward the door, and I saw a flash of white in the gap between the door and the wall. And then it was gone. A split second later, I heard screams erupt outside. Shrieking, terrible screams that shook me to my core. I leapt out of the bathroom and, in a panic, wrenched open a window. Like a coward, I rolled onto the grass and ran as fast as I could until I was in the center of town. The next day, I saw the report on the news. 7 wounded in freak accident at local Wendys. All injuries attributed to a small fire that broke out after the fryer malfunctioned in the kitchen. All patients are recovering well, but suffer no memory of the traumatic event. And that was another mysterious creature feature brought to us by our good friend blairdaniels, and you will see more work from blairdaniels and other authors on this channel coming up very, very soon. If you are celebrating 4th of July this year, have a good one. If you are not, have a great day. I know that some people are not because of various reasons, and I'm not here to get into politics. In fact, I'm here to get your mind on something completely different than politics. I'm here to scratch that itch you have to get freaked out. I'll always be there to do that for you. Until I see you next, be sure to leave a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you did not enjoy it, but I hope you did enjoy it. And if you didn't, or even if you did, leave a comment and let me know what you liked. And also, be sure to thumb through some of the stuff I have in the back catalog. Haven't been having as many visitors because I lost my social media guy, but I have a new person who will be letting you know, sharing my works, as it were. So, well, actually, blairdaniels' works in my performance, and I hope more of you come along and you love it and get comfy and stay a while. All right, bye for now.